there's no reason why someone that's 45 is trying to talk to you. You're young.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Controversial take. I think women only have these opinions now because women have focused more on their careers, education, and being independent. They're older in age, and now they're pushing these agenda more only because they're now at an age to settle down now, where they're in their 30s. So,
but pushing what is
women?
what's the agenda?
You guys are all against these men dating younger women because it takes options away from you guys. Guys, your age now.
I didn't know.
Look here, I'm already on record saying I want nothing to do with you little teeny boppers, little young girls you other dudes be chasing. I want nothing to do with that. I like women, closer to my age range. But with that being said, your man ain't lying. He's not lying. Of course, it doesn't apply to all women, but there are a lot of women out there who don't like this because it is affecting them. It's taken away from their options. They will always deny this. There is no woman out there who's going to admit this because it's hard to admit. But the fact is, for some women, this is how they feel. And this is true. This is how they feel because they will turn right around and then talk about how it's okay for an older woman to date a younger man. They don't have any problem with that. They think that's totally fine. But it's the same thing. How is that okay but not the other side? So y'all just need to quit it. Just be honest about it. It's okay. If I was in that situation, I would feel the same way too. Considering that there are a lot of older men out there who date younger women, that could be frustrating. Because the fact of the matter is these older women will mess around with these young dudes, but in most situations, those young dudes ain't really trying to wife them. They may come over, eat some snacks, smash, and leave, but a lot of these young dudes ain't really trying to wife these older women or these cougars. And the other point that you need to remember is that the older women, they don't want anything serious from the younger dudes. And it's for the same reason the younger girls don't want the younger dudes, because they don't really have it together yet. They're still immature. They don't really have it down yet. So these older women don't want to marry those young dudes either. But a lot of them will accept it because in some situations, that's the only action they're getting. But on the other hand, if a man is a little bit older, got a little money in his pocket, a lot of these young girls are willing to date him, and some of them are even willing to marry him. Do you know why I know that for sure? Because a lot of the older women who come online complaining, they were once those young girls dating the older dudes. So let's stop acting like it ain't what it is. It is okay to be mad. It is okay to be upset. That's a normal emotion. But this right here is part of the process of becoming older. As you become older, your options are going to decrease and it just doesn't feel good. Now, the good thing about it is there are a bunch of men like myself out there who are older and we don't want to date no young 20-year-old girls. So y'all just need to focus on them. Leave them other dudes alone. Let them date who they want to date and let's call it a day.
If you want my number, you got to pay me. You can be in the vlog for $10. $10? Yeah.
I got it. What's up?
Okay.
For how long?
For Cash App.
Cash App?
Yeah.
I got a Cash App you talk to me for?
Yeah, $10.
Alright, word. I need you 20. Fuck it, I got cash.
Yo, $20.
I got cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all beautiful, y'all know that?
Thank you.
Oh shit, in my car.
Okay.
Yeah. Zero?
Yeah.
You got interest in men?
No.
So what does it take to be different?
I don't know. I'll know it when I see it.
You know when you see it? I ain't different yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? No. What does it take to be different?
I don't know.
Let me get my check?
Yeah. I'll give you my Instagram.
I can look at Instagram.
Okay.
I can advance.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? She can't even believe this damn fool gave her $20. This right here is why it's so hard out there. I don't even have a problem with that girl asking him for money to talk to her. She tried to say it was to be on her blog, but that ain't had nothing to do with that. She was basically saying, if you want my time, you're gonna have to give me $10. Now, he ended up giving her 20, but the point is she charged him to talk to her. And I've seen other videos with women doing this.
Excuse me? Excuse me. You're beautiful. You caught me off guard.
$100. $100.
I was talking to your friend.
I don't give a
Give her $100.
But my point is, I don't blame these women. I don't. They're just being who they are. The men who are giving them the money, like this guy, they are the problem. Because the only reason these women are doing it is because these fools are gonna give it to them. You just gave this girl $20 to get her Instagram. When you go home, you think about that. I don't know what kind of job you got, but let's say he has a regular job making $20 an hour. You just did an hour's worth of work to get her Instagram, sir. People get her Instagram every day for free. You just paid $20 for that. And I know that young man left thinking that he did something. The only thing you did was embarrass yourself. Because even if this young lady responds to you and she's willing to go out on a date with you, you are already in a losing position. Because how you start is how she's gonna expect you to finish. And you gotta remember, you just paid for her time. So you think she's gonna give you any other time for free? Women don't go backwards. Once they start a certain way, they expect that from you. So now that is gonna be the standard. Every time you wanna see her, anytime you want something from her, she's going to have her hands out. It's just what it's gonna be because that's the standard that you set. But back to what I was saying, it is these simps who are making it so hard for the rest of us. I'm pretty sure sure this is how the good women feel about the hoes. A lot of us out here standing 10 toes down. We're not falling for none of this garbage these women are doing, but so many of these simps, these low level, low self-esteem, low pride having dudes, they just go out here and do anything, and they are just messing the game up so bad for the rest of us. I know it ain't gonna change, but it's just frustrating to know that this is going on. Soon as that girl said you got to give me money to talk to her, you walk away, because now this is just gonna be a story she's gonna tell her friends. She's gonna keep doing it because she now knows there's simps out there. This is never a good idea. I don't care who this is. You never give a girl money to have a conversation with her because you're just setting the expectation for her. The only time it makes sense to give a girl money is if you're somewhere where prostitution is legal and you're giving her money for that. That's it. That's the only time it'll make any sense to walk up to a girl you just met and give her money. That's the only thing I can think about. And if there's anybody out there who has a problem with a man paying for prostitution but don't have a problem with these girls coming online begging men for dates every day, you might want to sit this one out, because I think your moral barometer is all out of whack.
A lot of women don't realize that, but men pull away when they start feeling like they can't win with you. If everything turns into a debate or correction, he will stop trying. Not because he doesn't care, but because he feels defeated.
Anytime a man starts feeling like this, it is 11 o'clock at a hotel. It is checkout time, because that's exactly what he's about to start doing, checking out. No man wants to be in a situation where he never feels he can win. No matter what he does, she has a problem with it. Every time he brings something up to her and tries to solve it, it turns into a crying session, or him apologizing to her for bringing up something that he had a problem with, or it just turns into an argument about something you did 7 years ago.
Why you bringing up old?
Men do not want to deal with that. They definitely want to be respected, number one, but they also want to be appreciated. So if he is trying and you don't show any appreciation, or you're always making him feel like it isn't good enough, or he just feels like he has no chance of winning in this situation, he is going to check out. It's going to be a wrap. So ladies, if you have a good man at home, you better check yourself before you lose him. Because for every man who's in a situation like that, there is a woman out there somewhere else at his job, coming into his business, maybe the girl who works at Starbucks. There's a woman out there who's doing the exact opposite. And in most situations, you're going to think she's not as cute as you, but that busted chick appreciates him. So ladies, if you are doing this, you're gonna mess around and lose him, or he's just gonna check out and you're gonna have a shell of a husband walking around your house, and that ain't no good for nobody either.
So y'all know I met a guy on Hinge on Friday. We went to the Clips concert on Saturday. Yesterday, he invited me out to dinner for tonight. He said, I'm gonna text you 3 different restaurants and you get to choose between which one you want to go to. I chose the restaurant. He said, meet me there tomorrow. I made reservations at 5:45. So we'll be going on our second date tonight. And I also have another coffee date tomorrow. And then I have a date next Wednesday. I actually had to put my Hinge account on pause because I have several conversations going, several dates going, and I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I'm running a whole community. I leave for Vegas on Friday. Like, my life is so full. It's only so many dates that you can get in 1 week. All that to say, I am having so much fun dating in my 40s, being happily single, and really dating from a place of intention and building beautiful connections and having experiences. And I believe that is why I'm having such a good time. So I will continue to keep y'all posted.
It's always funny to me how you hear women when they're talking about going on multiple dates a week and everything is just so fun and it's a blast. I always say the only reason they say that because they don't pay for nothing. They just show up. But let me get to the point of the video. Fellas, I want to ask you, how would you feel if you were the man who just took her to the concert and now you have a date planned for her tomorrow night at some restaurant, but then you see this video and her talking about how she has multiple dates set up, she's going on a coffee date with some dude tomorrow, another date next Wednesday. How would you feel knowing that you're spending money on this chick? I mean, I'm pretty sure that concert wasn't cheap. Dinner is probably not going to be cheap. So he's spending a little bit of money on this chick, regardless if he's rich or not. I know women are going to say, well, he got money. It doesn't matter. You're still spending your hard-earned money and time. You got to remember, you are spending your time taking her out and doing these things with her, knowing that when she leaves your date, she's going to be chatting with other men. She's going to be planning dates with other men. So basically now you are in that whole made the best man win category. And you don't even know what you're getting yet. You don't know if this woman is really wife material or not. On top of that, she just sat there and talked about how much fun she's having. So you don't even know if she really like you. Maybe she just likes the experience of going on dates. You might not even be her type. So you got to remember that too. But how would you feel if you were the dude and you saw this video video knowing that you're about to take her out again tomorrow night. Does that bother you? Does that not bother you? Because I just did a video talking about this. I'm not really into that. Women love this type of stuff. So they're going to sit there and say, well, if he wants to win me over, he just has to step his game up. See, that's the type of stuff women say, but they don't want to do it on the other end. They don't want to be in some type of competition for you, but they want you to be in a competition for them. But that's not the point. The point is, how would you feel if you were the man and you saw this video knowing that you're about to take her out on another date tomorrow? Most likely you'll have to take her out another day after that. How do you feel in this type of dating environment? That's the question for the men. And for the women, let's say the roles were reversed, okay? And let's say after the first date, you slept with that man. So you gave it up to him. And then you hear him online making a video talking about how he got a date on Tuesday, another date on Wednesday. He had to pause his online account because he got so much action popping off and he's just having so much fun. How would you feel about that? I had to take away the money because we know y'all don't want to pay, but I put sex in there because I know for some of you it still means something. So how would you feel about that? And I do understand that there are people out there doing this anyway, but I'm asking you, how do you feel knowing about it? Like you hear her talking about it online. Would it make you go harder or would it make you fall back? And fellas, I'm not talking about the girl you're trying to sleep with. I am talking about the girl you're trying to wife. And just to be clear, I have no problem with this woman. I hope she goes out there and meet the man of her dreams. I just wanted to know how y'all feel about it. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.